YouTube family. This is Take 5 with Nanette, where we spend a few moments looking at a nugget of information that has the potential to help all of us change our perspective and learn to think for a change. Today, I want to talk to you about polarity and basically the charges of a battery, the positive, the negative. For instance, we could be talking just about integers, but when I was actually helping with a lesson on integers this week, the past couple weeks, not this week, I actually was thinking about the fact that when you have two positives, it actually makes a greater positive. And we're talking mathematically here. When you have two negatives, it actually makes a greater negative when you put them together. But when you have a positive and a negative, they actually offset each other. And the one that is the greatest, then the largest number is the one that is going to basically, we're talking about the addition and the combination of these. It actually is going to be the sign that is going to give the answer. So for instance, let's say we had 12 positive, the number of a positive 12 plus a negative 6, because the 12 is a greater number than the 6. When you take the negative number away from that 12, you're going to be left with a positive 6. Why am I bringing this up? Nope, it's not just to take you all the way back to middle school math. It actually is because that works in everyday life. So, for instance, let's say that you are being hit with some negative things, or you're in a situation where you already know there's a negative drain on you. Then what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you are balancing that with a positive attitude, with positive things being put into your life. And because the one that is the greatest, the number that numerically is the highest, is going to, the outcome, whether it's positive or negative, is going to take on that, I'm trying to think what you would call it. Anyway, that sign. Now, let's say you're in a situation where it's a lot of negative and what you come at it with is a lot of negative. What is that going to give you? It's just going to give you more negative. If you have a situation where there's a lot of positive and what you bring to it is additional positive, it's going to come out with even more positive. And there are times when we're kind of in a negative place. So the last thing you want to do is be around more negative. Because how's that gonna help you come out positive? It's not. So just in thinking about the simplicity of math, we can actually learn some lessons about the type of people that we're around, the type of conversation that we're having, the type of things that we need in a situation. For instance, there was a time a couple weeks ago when I actually was really struggling. And one of the things I was really struggling with at that time for some reason had, which I was able to figure out what it was connected to, but it had to do with who I am and my own self-esteem and self-worth. And what I had to do is be careful. I had to really be careful what I was listening to, what I was reading, who I was around, because I knew that the negative state that I was already in couldn't handle that. And so what I needed was the positive to offset it. So just thinking about those things and looking at your life and understanding it from a simple integer perspective or a polarity, what happens with the polarity, and we look at that, and how the two positives actually don't, it doesn't create the strong bond or the two negatives that a positive and a negative do. So anyway, just something for you to think about, and hopefully that blesses you today. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.